Okay, so we have from 2002 some price history data, and let's say we want to compare how the prices have moved together of two of our variables. Let's say tomatoes and eggs, let's say. Okay, so I highlight both of those and insert my chart. You want to use the scatter plot, so the chart type is scatter plot. You want to make sure one of those variables on the x, the other one on the series. If they're both on the series, it's not going to work. For this application, we're not going to aggregate, so we just want to see all the data points. Okay, now to get the line, we go to Customize, Series, scroll down, Trend line is what we want. So now we have our best fit line here. Let's look at what the R squared is. And right above where the R squared button is, this label, we want to use the equation. All right, let's look at what we got. So how are the price of eggs and tomatoes related? Not very strongly. Okay, so the R squared, if it's less than 0.35, we say it's not significant. But here's the equation anyways. You can think of this as y equals 1.02x plus 0.0906. So just put a y in front, y equals, that's your equation. And then the r squared's something separate. Okay, so let's say we wanted to, we got our equation, we got our r squared. It's not significant. If I wanted to look at the historic price data, okay, let's say we put tomatoes here. Wait, which one was on the y? Let me check. Tomatoes on the x and eggs on the y. Okay, so eggs on the y. Couple things about using CODAP. Right now, each of these are being treated like instead of a number, it's treating it as the name of the thing. So for these graphs, you want to make sure you treat it as a number. Treat it as numeric. Same thing here, treat it as numeric. Okay, that's roughly the same kind of scatter plot we had. Same kind of thing. And I'm going to put the best fit line using this little ruler icon. It's called the least squares line. And there you go. Now this actually gives you the same information. So r squared is 0.116. 0.116, same thing here. And my equation is actually this here. But instead of saying y and x, they actually write out what the variable is. So you can think of this as y equals 1.02x plus 0.08.